I believe you enjoy your festive season. So, welcome back to Kiaorana News, brought to you by Apna Television. I am your host, Ngaiva Maro, and this is our news today. Kia ora tātou katoto I te mataiti o. I rina ki au e ko mataora koto I takoto au orte I te aura I topo ki muri. Ko te ko toko taeke ko Ngaiva Maro. Te ia to tātou nuti no te ara. Ngā wiki I topake ni, ko rawe atu te Auckland Catholic Youth I te tai camp nā rātou I ko ni te Polynesian Centre I Mangere. Pera katoa, ko ariki atu te au mitua I te tai ariki anga mata. No te au mapu, no ta rātou anganga, mitaki I rawe I te mataiti topa ki muri. Te ia te roanga o te tua, ki ākara mai koto.
Te o moe a te au mitua, ke riro mai ta tātou ānau e tūpopo o tuato. Wa kamata te mapu na te akorong katorika e rimo mata I ti topake nei. Ea a te tumu I aka tupu ia. E tai rei, kia kore ta tātou ānau e topo ki roto te rimo te ture. Ia kore arapaki ia te ture. Kia no au ki tō rātou mitua. Me ia tātou mitua I tō tātou tupuanga mai. E nake tātou I tō tātou mitua. Te au kino, te au mitaki. Ko riro tātou I mitua I te era. Ko ki te tātou. Me e kāregu tā tātou anau e warenga. Ka ngatā e tātou I te tapu, I te api ipi, e te utut. Mare rā kua riro mai te teo kairo mitaki. I te ia te itupu I te amataisi. No reira, kua manako mai mātou ki a kau ki taka mitaki anga, ki a rātou. Te amataisi a tātou ka tomo ki roto. E uparani tā te au metua. Tā te au harataki o te au mapu I pati mai ki a mātou. Tā rātou moemoea.
So, as a Catholic youth group, we all came together. We had a camp, and came the next morning. We all celebrated all the many achievements that we have done, even at home, at school, or just around in the community. For us young people, we all achieved our achievements through education. I am thinking of going to university for the many things that could benefit me in my future.
Kiaorana kou tātou. I te e peto mai topa, kua takaki atu te tai oromitu o māta. Ko ia a Bishop Robin Limi I ākarana nei. Kua rawe I atu tōna ngā pure mamata, ko ia te family service e te funeral service ki te aripuri o te katorika I Mangere. Ko ia, ko Saint Teresa. I tōna oranga oromitua, o tawini atu e I te pā enua o te Pasifika nei, mea Viti, Tonga, Amoa, pera katoa, te Kiaorana. I nā rā, o roa tōna tāwinianga I te iti tangata Kiaorana. I te mataiti, te tautini I wānere angauru maa, waka tainu I atua ia, e epitiko me kārera, te reopapa, e bishop. Ua riro mai riraia, e epitikopo, no te akonanga katorika, I te Kiaorana. I runga I te inua, ko raroto. Ua roa e tawinianga, I tō tātou I te tangata Kiaorana. Ua pou iaia, te taingauru tūma mataiti. Me re raia, ua oki mai e ki nutireni nei, kua tawini a ka ou I te tangata no te atua I ākarana nei, harewa I ākarana nei, I Aotearoa nei, katoa. E tūranga te tōna I rauka iaia I tōna oranga oromitua I te ao nei. Me te oromitua ki te epitikopo e tai o atu ki te kārdino. Aka mita ki tātou I te atua, no tāna anganga, mānea, pōpinga, I rave I tō tātou I tangata Pasifika, me kāre I tō tātou I tangata Kiaorana. E pērā katoa, o riro te tai anganga tāna I rave I te Kiaorana e legacy nā te reo papai non.
Yeah, just here at Bishop Robin Leamy's funeral. Bishop Robin Leamy was the Bishop of the Cook Islands back in the late 80s, early 90s. While he was in the Cook Islands, he was part of the Religious Advisory Chairman. He had 2 terms, and during his term, he actually built
I te epitongo, waka tuera I atu te raui. Me kāre, te pōra o te Kiaorana, ki te tūroto o Nuti Reni nei. E Nuti meta ki te ia, ki te tourism industry o tō tātou eno. Ua roa te tuatau, I nā rā te mataora nei te au business owners, me te au o tērā, mō tērā, e te au ngai e aere I ana, e te tūroto. Ka ka mitaki te aka tueranga I te turanga o te economy. Hope e kāre te ia COVID e tai atu ki te Kiaorana. I nā rā, ko aka nono ia te au ture e tauturu. Me kāre I te pāruru atu kia kore te ia maki e tai atu ki tō tātou enua. Te nuti mitaki, me Aotearoa nei e rai te au turoto, kua puk atu I tō rātou au pātete no te aere atu I te orete ki te Kiaorana. Kua atoro atu au no te uianga, ki te tau atu tangata I te au ngai ka toto I akarana nei, e māta tangata I inangaro nei I te aere orote ki rarotonga. Ko te mea maata, kia akono te tangata I te au ture, te aka nono ia, e paruru, kia kore, te maki e tai atu, ki te inua anau. Ko te port of entry, kia pakari te ture. Ko te tumu, ko te reira te ngai, okotai, e tai e, te maki COVID ki tō tātou enua. There are 3 key elements that we need to protect and follow. First, God. Second, health. And third, economy. If we do well with these 3 things, then we'll have freedom. Kiaorana and welcome to our last part of our show this afternoon. Our focus this afternoon will be what is a QSM? He a te QSM. I te taime, te roka ni aku I te invite mai te mama rongonui no tato, no te inua mai ko inua manu, ko mama Monica. No reira, Mama Monica, Kiaorana koe.
Kiaorana my dear.
So, I te atianga, I would like to ask you if you can just shortly introduce yourself so our viewers can understand who you are, where you came from, and a short story about yourself.
Kiaorana tātou kātotoa e karongorongo mene, and greeting to those who don't understand our mother tongue. My name is Monica Tongia, and I'm from the beautiful island of in Wamanu atu Cook Island, as a paradise in the Cook Island, and I'm proud to be an Atuan, but above all, my faith, that we all believe that God planned for our life.
Me taki mata, ki aka me taki a te tua. So, te uianga mua, kua ki te tātou e, kua ki te koe, kua ki te katoa au, kua oronga i atu ki a koe te tauanga ngā titi e QSM. Inara, te te aronga, te marama nei rātou i te taonga, ko te mātanga a rātou marama. So i te atianga te ui atu nei ki a koe, hea te taonga QSM.
Mei takira anu nei, tākui marama ko te taonga o te ariki waine, e taonga ka nganga koe te tāwini, i roto i tō i te tangata, i roto i tō ngutuare, and i roto i te ngai kaere koe, i roto i tō tātou putuputuanga, kare ko te kuka aere niua, pērā katoa ki te Pacific Island mainly. For my understanding, the Queen's Medal is a position that you have served in your community, the wider community. I myself, I served the wider community in so many opportunity out there that the people needing help. For example, the schools where our children goes to, and the people needing in the community. For myself, I shelter about 13 families that I shelter under my roof, needing shelter, emergency. I've got them under my roof until I'll put them in a better place, which is the housing in New Zealand. And for the community, I work at Citizen Advice Bureau. I get more experience how to advise people in needs, not only the Cook Island and the wider community out there. So I serve all these places. Maybe some of our Cook Island people don't understand and don't know where to get help when they need. The help is out there, but they need someone to voice to them.
Okay, thank you, no te reira. Now, rarely, our people receive this kind of
Yes.
medal or taonga. The question is, what motivates you, to do all these different things to give back to the people, for you to be able to receive this award?
Yeah.
What is the motivation behind?
The motivation behind me is I'm sitting here and looking at the need of the people out there and motivate. I think it's my faith, motivate me to give my time and my skills to help the people in need out there. The young ones, the older people in needing housing, in needing health problems, marriage problems, and all sorts. That's motivates me to use my talent and skills to give it out to the people in need out there.
Okay.
For example, that people needing help, they don't know where to go to for when they're needing housing. We can help from where I work at the Citizen Advice Bureau. And then for my understanding at education, I was a teacher at start off, and then at the end, I come up as a chair lady for one of the primary school in Mangariko Koru Primary School. I learned a lot of skills how to deal with the ministry of school, because us Pacific Island people, we not knowing what the benefit out there for the government to give it to us.
Right.
Yes. So I work in all that field for me to, maybe that's why most of the people I work with recommend to me to this position. So my recommendation to be, to get the title of the Queen's Medal, I was recommended by most of highly people. I would say the
Can you name some?
the principal of our school, as we all know, what was the mayor? The mayor of Manukau, Barry Curtis, and Nandy Glassy was working for the city council, and that's how we get the name in Wamanu and Atu place is through his skill working together with city council. And they recommend my service to get that position, to get that title. And my serving in the wider community is someone well-known person recommend me. And yeah, I've got all the proof. I kept it for the people to know that I'm not only talking about myself at the show-off. My position
It's
to
not just
become
wind blowing in the air without no action.
but without no action. For example, I'll go back to 1990 Commonwealth. The Cook Islands lead the whole team of around the world onto the stadium through our culture. I was involved in that beautiful environment that my Cook Island people lead, my own daughter lead, the whole team right through the tunnel to the stadium.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I can recall, I heard this from someone, that you and Papa Turepu actually started the culture here and also
the dancing competition.
Maivanui.
Yeah. Today they call Maiwanui, before
yes.
as the Cook Island Culture Festival. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, I remember, I think 1987, 88, 89, 2000, that right? Oh, no, 90. We start off, and then the competition held out at the YMCA in City. That's the place we put a big festival like the Maiwani today. Out at the place. And on all the other groups, like what's happening now at the Maiwanui, we start off that time. From that time, and then the people out there who organized the Commonwealth that time saw the beauty of the Cook Island culture, so they asked that Papa and all the leaders of the island to follow them to start off a dancing group to open the Commonwealth. It's a proud moment for myself as a Cook Island person to be involved.
To be part of that special occasion.
Yeah. And then after we opened, the Queen came, Queen Elizabeth. So after that opening, we traveled with the Queen up to Waitangi celebration. I can't remember whether it's 100 or 150 years of the Waitangi, where they signed the Treaty of Waitangi. So we traveled with the Queen. That is a proud moment for myself. I support that trip to Waitangi together with the Queen and Papa Turepu,
You know,
and the team.
it's rare
Yeah.
to see the Queen or be part of the Queen's
True.
celebration.
Being there.
Being there.
Yeah.
Or just being there
Yeah.
and seeing the Queen.
Because when the Queen crossed the
bridge
from the main marae down the bottom there, across the bridge, I was right behind when someone from down the bottom threw that towel to the Queen. We were crossing over the bridge to travel up to where they signed the treaty. Yes, so I've seen the beauty of Waitangi, which I believe our Maori people are right till today.
That's a proud moment for you.
It's a proud moment for me.
Akarau ki tō tātou reo e mea umere te rā.
Yes,
E mea umere te rā. E rā, o riro e ngā kauparau anga nō ua.
E tōku i te tangata, e noa manu e tōku i te tangata Cook Island. So our culture, I believe, can take you around the world.
O riro te peutupuna tātou.
E apai ako.
Apai ako, e aka ngatiti e tātou. E kite anga no te tangata, iti tangata o te enea.
And still today, I'm proud of my Cook Island culture. I'm proud to be a Cook Island woman, and I'm proud to be a Atuan woman. And I'm proud in my Catholic faith. It's my faith who support me. God planned my life.
Amen. Amen. Tano tika e te rā. Through faith, a ki te
Yes.
koe te anganga te...
Taka
A te
ke-
atua nā roto mai te vairua
Yeah.
tapu, i te aratakianga
Yeah.
i tō oranga,
Yeah.
i te ao nei. Amazing nā te taireo papa ai.
It's amazing nā te taireo
Amen.
papai. Mea umere na tātou i roto i tō tātou
Ai.
reo kuka aere.
E tanoi.
Yeah.
So, me roto mai the culture, I heard you mentioning about the school. I think you mentioned about being a chairperson
Yes.
of the
Koru Primary School.
Koru Primary School in
On
Mangere.
Robinson Road, Mangere.
And you have done something
Yes.
so significant to the school. Can you tell us about that?
About being a chairperson for Koru Primary School, I start off helping out my, because I offer my place to the school to use as cooking umu when they start fundraising for the school. Because when we moved to Mangere, it's only empty space. I, myself, and my family offered to help the school, to build the school, fundraise the school, and they used my place as a place for cooking or the hangi. And then my husband became caretaker for the school. At the same time, we voluntarily look after the school. Day and night when the alarm goes off, me and my husband walk to school. At night, any time of the night, to make sure our school is safe for our children. And then, as we go along, I apply for teacher aid. So I help out the teacher for teacher aid. And then after teacher aid, that I became one of the board member. And then, as a board member, we elect a new chairperson. So when they elect myself as chairperson, it's only one vote. But I said, I can't speak English, I don't know how so and so. But hey, you've been called to do the job. But I took the job.
Amen.
Yeah, I took the job. And I served for nearly 4 years. Because when my husband started being sick, so I decided I have to give it back.
I believe you had something to do with the renovation of the whole school.
Yes.
You apply for this
We start to
funding.
my time. We apply. It's not easy. I have to be there when the people, the ministry, call to school. Myself and the principal. We have to go out of Auckland for a meeting, asking for grants. Through the principal knowledge and my being there, that's how we got the grant that time to renew the school. Now we can see it's a beautiful place in Mangere.
Beautiful.
And then it was my time I asked for the school to be in uniform, the school to be fenced. It's all my time, it all happened. That time they agree. Some, again, we don't need to fence the school, and we don't need the kids to put in uniform, it costs the parents. I said, it's the same thing, you put your child in any clothes. I think it will be nice to put your child in a one uniform to make the school look more beauty. When you look from outside, it's a new building, a new uniform.
It is.
So,
The school look magnificent now.
Yeah. So
Better than-
that's my part I've done at the school. Then I come back my time working for the community. And I went first to study a few understanding of the basic law in our Mangere community. So I went through that. It's not easy. Because we have to understand first before you come and advise the people
Yes.
working in the
Citizen
Citizen
Bureau.
Advice Bureau. You have to understand all the government department, the shops. Like if you come for a problem, then I know where to send you for help.
Yes. So you have been in many groups,
Yes.
organizations,
Yes.
and you in those organizations you became a committee, either a committee or a board member.
Yeah.
And that is an amazing journey, to go through
Yeah.
to achieve all these magnificent taonga I roto tō oranga. So, lastly, kua riro katoa koe, kua roa koe I roto I tā tātou akonanga Katorika. I te tuanga o te Cook Island, I chair mai ana koe me I roto mai I te 90s, me gare te 1980s. Te roto rai koe I te tuatau. Rauka I a koe te takipoto o mai I te reira tuanga.
Ia, I roto I tāko ākononga, tā tātou ākononga Katorika I Nutireni nei. Tā tātou ākononga Katorika o tai raipu ko the Bishop of the Diocese of Auckland, but I'm involved in St. Teresa Census Build, and I'm involved in our beautiful Polynesian Centre at the Cook Island Centre, Cook Island Catholic Community. Being involved in all this community, it's not easy for you to be in, because our people are a different mind. A different mind, you being together with all these people from different islands in the Cook Islands, even though we're all Cook Islands.
Yes.
But there is a lot of ups and downs, how we build the community, how we build our church, how we keep the peace in the community. It's not easy. But as I was a little girl, my father always said, put your trust in him. He will lead you where you go to. So today, I believe I
You have that
respect
trust.
my dad, the teaching when we were young ones, put God always ahead of you. He will lead you, he will direct you. And again, and the people, our own people, they love to pull you down, and they love to, I would say, like
That's their strength, eh?
yeah. And then to me, I would say, at the same time, they are promoting myself.
And that's magnificent. Even though they can let you down, they can criticize, but
At the same
the
time,
good thing about that, they are actually, like you said, spreading your name out there, promoting your name. You can turn it to a positive thing, eh?
Yes.
But you just have to be brave,
Yeah.
be strong,
Be strong.
and persevere.
Yeah. And te kakoromaki. Yeah. Te tauta.
Ai,
Yeah. Ko te au reo tera takuirina ki oe ko tāmo o te apianga tōku papa. Te kakoromaki. Te tuatoa I roto I te urupu tangata.
ai.
Te tuku I tō uirina kianga I mua te atua e angoe.
Tano rai tau e mama. No reira koe, you're still going right
Yes,
now, yeah.
yes.
Te nekene tō mataitiki mua.
Yeah.
Te maruru nei rai koe, I te rawe I tāwanga.
Yeah.
So, I mua ke tāwa kakamutu before we finish.
Yeah.
E a tāu karere ki tō tātou ititangata, me kare ki tō tātou, ki te au viewers e akarakara mai
Yeah.
nei. I te aka maruru I e rātou, especially our young people. What's your message to them to actually, we're not trying to tell them to become QSM, but
No.
to become somebody in the future. What is your message
My
to them?
message to I'm not fully on our older people, they had their turn.
Yeah,
I'm
they
on
had
our
that
young
time.
generation. To me, my message to our young generation is the future is theirs, the future is yours. It's in you, it's up to you. But I believe that as we are Pacific Island people and Cook Island people, I'm mainly talking to our Cook Island young ones. If there's God in your life, in your family, there is a future for you. That's my belief in my family. My family is not always good, but I always make the most of the not only my children I support. The young one who come to me needing support, I help a lot. I help a lot of homeless. But the young ones, I love the young ones to be somebody one day, to be a teacher one day, to be a dancer one day. Our culture will take you to the world. Our culture make you somebody. For example, like all the main singers of the world, it's just singers, not university. So it's not only university, you young ones, that will take you and they will name you as somebody in the world. Our culture. Our culture, our Cook Island culture, I believe it took me to so many places, like what we are now in this Abna television place. It's our culture will take you around the world. I support a lot of young ones. One is a business person in Dubai, just through culture, no education, just through dancing, through my daughter.
And they learn through
And
it.
they learn, and they business in Dubai today.
Amazing. Amazing, mama. No reira, te rauka nei aku te aka mitaki, i a koe auntie
Me take rā nui nui.
Monica, ko koe ti aka tika mai te patianga ki ai
Yeah.
mai i te ara, te awatea no te interview. Kia tauturu mai te atua i a koe, kia ka marurui mai a koe i tō oranga, kia tauturu mai tō ngutuare, kia tere o aturai tāu moemoea e tāu anganga ki mua. Once again, thank you.
Me take rā nui nui.
Kia ora tātou a kou e te ititangata, e akaraka mai nei tā tātou pia awatai i te awatea. Ko tā tātou ki te ako mutuanga o te porokaramu. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching the Kiaorana News on Apna Television. We have come to the end of our show. We hope you have enjoyed yourself watching this program. Before we finish, we just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Not only a Happy New Year, a prosperous
Prosperous
New Year.
New Year.
God bless. Nā te atu e tauturu mai a koutou katoa, me a māua ki a koutou, ka
Kia,
kite.
ka kite.